And good morning. Thank you so much for joining us for the quote in question, or the Q and Q, as we say, here from Ask Yourself This. I am Jay Cleveland Payne, your host and the man behind the project that is today's quote in question, or Ask Yourself This. Every single day, we ask you a question. That question inspired by a quote. So we send you out a daily quote. Everybody does quotes a day, and a daily question for you to think about, ponder on, and hopefully journal with us on. And you can get that quote at 6:35 a.m. Central Time every single morning by following us on Facebook. Ask Yourself This, on Twitter at Ask Yourself THI underscore, and on Instagram find it at Ask Yourself This underscore. It's pretty simple. It's a great quote. I really think it's a great quote. It's a question inspired by the quote, sometimes pretty obvious, sometimes a bit of a swerve, and then we're asking you to at least think about it. We would like you to write about it. We would like you to really actually journal about it, put it down on paper, or pull out your phone app if that's the way you want to do that. But put a date beside it and your ideas beside it, so you can go back at a future date and see how you lived, how you loved, how you thought way back when. And if you are a real true paper person, we suggest you check the link into this video and order one of our Ask Yourself This notebooks. They are beautiful notebooks. One's a book bound one is a spiral bound one. So whatever your taste and flavor is, you have a great notebook to use for just general note taking all day long. But it works out great to have a beautiful digest to show your kids, show your family someday on how you were whenever, way back when. Of course, we also would love for you to share those ideas on the social media sites, because if you do, we can see which quotes and questions are really resonating with you, and we can use them for some other things as well. I'll talk about that a little bit later. Right now, let's get into today's quote. Today, as we said, or maybe I haven't said, it's the 24th of July, 2018. Rolling through the seventh month pretty quickly, moving very quickly into quarter number four, a lot faster than it seems. But time always works that way. At the beginning of the year, you never believe the whole year has gone by, and you have so much time to go get through. And then next thing you know, it's Christmas time again. Not Christmas, but July. Today's quote comes from Will Smith, the actor, the thespian, the producer, the rapper, the all around just talented guy. And where I excel is ridiculous, sickening work ethic. While the other guy's sleeping, I'm working. That's a quote I got from Will Smith. Will Smith, known for a lot of those big time motivational like quotes, but we put a bit of a swerve on today's question. The question is, do you have to overwork just to keep pace? Now, welcome to the 21st century, 2018, and the craziness that is life. Life is a insane thing these days, and just living it can be a bit of a struggle and sometimes a bit of a drag. And that comes especially when you're trying to live your life, or just living through life, trying to get every day to work, trying to make sure your schedules are there. It's a crazy time we're living in, and it's amazing how so busy we are for whatever reasons. We shouldn't be, but we are. Technology and time has added so many layers to just the general purpose of life that it's hard to just have a nice, cool, calm demeanor. So the question is a simple one that may make you really pause and think about how you're managing your stuff, your time, your money, your life, your family, all those things. Do you have to overwork to keep pace? Do you have to do extra stuff just to stay level? Are you swimming twice as hard to keep your head above water as opposed to just maintaining some sort of buoyancy? Is life just so overwhelming that it takes so much hard, heavy, extra work just to be in the meantime? Something I've been working on, and something personally I've been working on, is a thought that I've been afraid to kind of turn into something word wise, because it hadn't quite fleshed itself out yet, if you will. Trying to work through it so I can get past it to see what it was, so I can really explain it, as opposed to trying to explain what's going through the storm, as opposed to the aftermath. But something that really hit me hard in the last couple of months is the fact that it seems like I'm working really, really hard, because I am, but the results I'm getting aren't that great. I'm working extremely, extremely tough schedules, and really hard work schedules, and really hard working environments, and doing all these things. And the outcome I'm having isn't great. I'm doing a lot of work, putting a lot of effort into what's turning into a mediocre life, a mediocre outcome, mediocre work, just general blahness. So if I'm putting in all this extra work for things to come out pretty bland and blah, what's the purpose of putting in any extra work? Because in theory, the question should be, if you're doing all this work, all this effort, and your life is just kind of average, what would your life be if you put in a little extra effort? Could you be above average? But if you're putting in above average or way above average effort, and the effort is turning into below average work, why are you doing it? Now, you've got to live life. You don't have a choice in that one. Every day shows up and you have to get up and keep on moving. But maybe you should reevaluate how things are moving in your life, how things are actually working. So think about that one for today. Hopefully, you will actually journal this one down and review it a few days from now, a few months from now, a few years from now to see where you are on this one. Do you have to overwork just to keep pace? Is that a necessity? Is that a given? Is that a must have and not just a luxury to overwork to try to get ahead, overwork, try to outpace someone? If you do have to overwork just to maintain some sort of level of normalcy. We'd like you to answer that with us. Use the social media handles. On Facebook, it is Ask Yourself This. On Twitter, it's Ask Yourself THI underscore. And on Instagram, it is Ask Yourself This underscore. If you are a person who really wants to get into your journal, it's back to school time right now. There's plenty of school supplies on sale. Go get a handful of composition books or spiral notebooks, buy them up, have them beside you, get a bunch of pens and pencils, and use those if you will. But if you want to upgrade your experience, we have a great notebook, a beautiful notebook, two of them actually, a spiral bound and a hardbound notebook you can find in the link in this video, and you can check those out and get a couple of those and keep those forever. They make great keepsakes. They make great gifts. There you go. And they are also a great reminder of how important to ask yourself these questions are every single day. Now, we want you to share your answers with us if you're okay with that, because that's how we know we're getting the better responses from the better series. If you just go ahead and go to the website, go to the Facebook, or go to whatever site that you're seeing this on, and like, heart, star, love, hate, laugh at, whatever, show some emotion and give your comments. That helps us know that these things are going well. You can also, these are also being used for future things, future workout, future tasks. Right now, we are combining, we're making a worksheet that combines the Ask Yourself This and the Daily Dozens concept. You have seen a couple of those. We'll probably put some links to those in the descriptions here or there. But coming up next month, we're going to have a package where you can get 30 days or 31 days, a month full of quotes and questions that you can print out and have ready for you and carry around with you all day long. That also has a sheet where you can take down your notes for you today and schedule your day and get things planned that way. We think it's a pretty cool thing, so hopefully you'll enjoy that one. In the meantime, thank you so much for joining us for the project, joining us for this. We love all your feedback. We love the fact that you care. We love the fact that you are joining us for this journey. Hopefully you will continue to journey and actually put in the work to do the journals. More ideas and work on that coming down the line as well. Join me tomorrow as we give you the 25th of July, that edition of the Q&Q from Ask Yourself This.